it's Allie, and I have a special guest here who you will probably already know, Cece, my sister.
Hi!
And yeah, today we will be talking about the do's and the don'ts of going to a concert or live music event, basically. This kind of was inspired by the last show we attended, which was the Back to the Future Hearts tour with All Time Low, Sleeping with Sirens, One OK Rock, and Neck Deep, and it was just super fun.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So make sure to watch this video all to the end, because we will be adding some of the footage from it if you want to stay tuned to that. So yeah.
Also, these do's and don'ts mostly apply to rock shows.
Yeah,
because they can get pretty crazy.
Pretty much, and you know, you kind of need some guidance for that. Especially pay attention if you're going to your first show or something. So yeah, we are going to start with the do's of going to a show.
Let's get through this. The first thing I would say, the main thing would be, do bring extra money or a card, because it
can get very inconvenient if you don't bring extra cash with you, for merch or for food emergencies. So yeah, you're gonna
emergency, because if you're there early and you're gonna be there obviously the whole day, you're gonna want to buy food, snacks, and drinks, to get you through the day.
Or if there's an emergency, if it starts raining and you need an umbrella or something, you're gonna go buy that. So yeah,
just any type of emergency. Also, do pass water around if possible. When you're already inside, some security guards will hand out either small cups of water or water bottles, and it's just really important to pass it around, because you're not the only one that's dehydrated or that is thirsty and hot and stuff.
Do not be greedy with the water, and especially since you can't bring to most venues water or drinks inside, it's gonna be necessary.
Yeah. Especially if someone's they're yelling water behind you or something. I know you can hear them. Do not just ignore them and pass it to the closest person next to you. If someone is literally screaming for water, that's the first person you want to get to.
Yeah.
Also, do pick someone up if they fall, because
yes, that's very, very important. Getting trampled is not fun, basically.
It'll just ruin your experience.
Yeah.
So as soon as you see someone on the floor or something, help them as much as you can.
Yeah, if a wall of death is opening and someone falls, please pick them up. Or if people are moshing near them and they knock them down, pick them up.
If you get there early, do eat a nice breakfast, because it'll just be so much better if you are already in line with breakfast, I guess, in your system, because it reduces the possibilities of you eating junk food the first thing for the day.
Yeah, and you don't want to have a headache or a stomach ache while you're in the show, because it just won't be fun and it'll ruin things.
So I think that is pretty much all for the do's.
Yes, and now I am going to do the don'ts. Okay, the first one oh my gosh, it's super important and simple to do. Just to keep your hands to yourself. Do not try to feel on someone in the crowd or any other time while you're there, because that's just not cool. People are trying to enjoy the show and you're over here trying to grab their waist on purpose. That's
not cool. That's just not okay in any sort of shape or form. Nothing.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
Cool.
Okay, next one. Do not use people to hold your arm up if you're trying to record the show or take pictures.
That's important. That's important.
Yeah, that's rude, and it's just bothering people near you. First of all, you're recording already, so do not use people to hold your arm up. Stop recording if your arm hurts. Simple enough. And yeah, try to be just respectful with the whole recording and camera thing. You do not need to record the whole show, and if you do, just get there early, so you can be near the barricade and you're just not in anybody's way, basically.
Yeah, you know, not only are you more worried about filming, but you're also ruining the experience for the person that you're putting your arm on or whatever. Like, that's just not cool.
This kind of explains too why I don't post the whole entire songs in my vlogs, because I don't want to be in front of people, you know, bothering them, or just like not enjoying the show because of recording. So yeah. Next one, do not bring a huge backpack or a huge sweater inside the venue, because number one, you're going to be really hot with all the movements and other bodies near you, the crowd. And the backpack, it's going to bother people and it's going to overwhelm you. And yeah,
and you'll just be so worried about your backpack, the things inside. If you're like jumping around or like dancing or whatever, your backpack is literally getting in the way of you, your space, and everyone around you.
Yeah, so just leave it in the car or bring a small one and you'll be good.
And we know what we're talking about because we actually did this once.
Yes.
And it did not go well, and it was just ruining the experience.
Luckily, we were able to put it near the barricade on the other side, so the security guard was cool, and we didn't have to worry about it. But yeah. Next, do not take people's places in line while they're gone, and do not cut in front of people with a huge group. So that kind of goes hand in hand. Like, that's, again, it's just disrespectful, and some people have been there since the morning time, and if you show up like 2 hours before the show expecting to be at the front of the line, it's
not gonna happen.
No, it's not going to happen. That's just not fair. So if you want to be at the front, well, get there early, pretty much. So yeah. Next would be, do not try to hurt people or elbow them, especially if they're smaller than you, in order to get to the front. Like, that's just not cool.
Don't shove, don't even like.
And yeah, the next and final one would be, do not yell for the lead singer's attention and call them things like, okay, this happened in the last show we
constantly, like, yeah, sure, yell their name and like, I love you and stuff, but like, if it's constant, you do not want to do that, because you just annoy everyone around you, and there's like no point.
There's no point, because it's a whole band, it's not only the lead singer. For example, there were like 3 girls near us last show we went to, and they were yelling for Kellen, and they were calling him hot and everything, and it's like, really?
And it's like,
is
cool,
that really necessary?
We know you love Kellen and stuff. Now we know you love Kellen and stuff, but they were literally only acting like if it was just Kellen.
Yeah, and like if his hotness, if that, do people even use that word anymore? Okay.
They're like, Kellen. That's all they would do constantly. And it's just everyone around them like would turn around to look at them and like, are you okay?
Yeah.
It was just not cool.
Pretty much. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this list of do's and don'ts, and please stay tuned for some concert footage, and make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you're not.
Lost in the stereo sound. She's so intense, I breathe. Lost in the stereo sound. She's dancing.
I want to thank you guys for not going to the Taylor Swift concert instead. You know, I'm going to be honest with you.
I wore my Taylor Swift shirt because I'd rather be there. I just love her so much.
Hey, you know, this shit is fucking packed. I bet you there isn't even nearly as amount of people at her show. Not nearly as amount of people. This shit is fucking crazy. There's fucking... I saw a pair of boobs over there. I like boobs. I saw that little frog meme guy over there with a sad face.
Pepe's here tonight, guys.
That's his fucking name, I forgot. I thought it was peak.
I wanna be outside, left with just because. I wanna feel weightless, and that should be enough. I'm stuck in this fucking ride, waiting on a second and pick me up, and I'm over. If I could just find the time, I would never let another day go by. I'm over getting more. Maybe it's not my weekend, but it's gonna be my year. And I'm so sick of watching evidence passes and go nowhere. And this is my reaction to everything I feel. 'Cause I've been going crazy, I don't wanna waste another minute. Are you guys fucking ready? Let's do it, guys. So make believe I impress. Every word I design signs. My ship went down in a sea of sound. When I woke up alone, I had everything. A handful of moments I wished I could change. And a tongue like a nightmare that cut like a blade. In a city of fools, I was careful and cool, but they tore me apart like a hurricane. A handful